Imagine you run a factory. You can make product A for a $10 profit or product B for 15. You have a limited number of work hours each week. How do you decide what to make to earn the most money? This isn't just a business puzzle, it's an optimization problem, and it's at the heart of applied mathematics. Every optimization problem has three core parts. First, the objective function. That's your goal, like maximizing profit. Second, the decision variables, the things you control, like how many of product A or B you produce. And third, the constraints, your limits, like the 120 hours of labor you have each week. For our factory, this setup is a linear programming problem. We can plot our constraints on a graph, creating a feasible region of all possible production plans. The magic of linear programming is that the best solution, the maximum profit, will always be at one of the corner points of this region. In this case, the math shows that making only product B nets the highest profit, $600. But life isn't always linear. What if your storage costs aren't fixed? Or what if you need to minimize the cost of a diet while hitting specific calorie targets? That's where things get more complex. Some problems require calculus to find the minimum point on a curve, like finding the perfect inventory order size to balance storage and ordering fees. Others involve juggling competing goals, forcing a trade-off between minimizing cost and maximizing quality. Ultimately, optimization gives us a powerful framework, but the final critical step is a reality check. The math might point to a perfect solution, but does it make practical sense? A model can't account for everything. The optimal answer is where powerful mathematics meets human judgment.